What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD All-World Speedrun Guide. In this video, we're going to be going over Monstro, and I believe I mentioned this at the end of the last video, but we're going to be putting Monstro down here for some routing purposes to make this route a lot more consistent. And instead of clicking on this, which is Atlantica, instead of clicking on this and then setting our destination, you can actually just click on the warp hole. And then when you're flying through, just make sure you don't actually go inside of the warp hole, and you'll just keep going until you meet Monstro. And just to reiterate, I am going to be showing these Gummy missions from here on out, in case there is a technically more optimal way to do it, because sometimes you don't want to just be holding square to boost. There are some instances where you do want to hold on to your boost and use it later on in the Gummy mission, and I will be... Sorry, I just had a coffee, so I got like a bad case of the hems. But I will mention, if I'm not holding down square, if I'm specifically holding a boost, you can also look in the gauge in the bottom right. If you see that it's not going down right away, then you know that I'm holding a boost. This Gummy mission isn't bad, by the way. This is a new one. If you're running, and if you've ran 90% before. This will be a new Gummy mission for you, but it's not bad as long as you're paying a little bit of attention, especially towards the end. Or is that on the Atlantica side? I forget. It might be on the Atlantica side. No, yeah, right here. Those ships, if you're not paying attention, will do a lot of damage. And the reason that I mention that is because sometimes even good runners make these mistakes. You know, where they... Okay, look, I may have died during that Gummy mission once. I was looking at Twitter, which is not the excuse that I was looking. That was rough. That does not make me look any better. Alright, well, you know, happens. That's right, because on the bright side, now we're into Monstro, and Monstro is one of the harder worlds to learn in all worlds. You don't have to deal with Chamber 3 skip, but everything before Parasite Cage 1 is kind of finicky. But I will be going over it in as great detail as is possible, because it is a little bit tricky and can be kind of hard to learn. I didn't learn the fully optimal way to do this until embarrassingly recently. But again, on the bright side, if you ran any percent and, you know, you struggled with Chamber 3 skip maybe, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so we're just going to roll through here. Skip this cutscene, and then this is where we would do Chamber 3 skip. But we're just going to skip it. We're going to go right through here. Alright. So in this next room, what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain it first, and then I'll just do it in real time. So I'm going to lock on right away. I'm going to hit 2 fires to kill one of the ghosts, and then I'm going to roll forward, which will spawn another ghost, and there will be another ghost that's already spawned. And I will kill both of them with 2 blizzards each. I will jump up, open a chest, jump across the ledge onto a barrel, open the chest, and then I'll leave the room. So we're going to see what that looks like in real time now. Lock on, fire, dodge roll, blizzard, 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 jump onto this barrel and on this ledge, open this chest. Alright, you are going to have to jump, or you're going to have to swing your Keyblade to make this jump. Just make sure to time it right, because if you do it too late, Sora will just miss the ledge entirely. I think you can also just swing your Keyblade twice and you won't have to grab the ledge. And then same deal over this way. That's one of 2 rooms done. So in that room, we got a torn page, right? I don't actually remember. Puppies. We got puppies and a Flare G Gummy, which we're going to put on later. All right, and then this room, I'm just going to be jumping to the right while killing all of the barrels. I think this one is harder to explain. I feel like it's more so just adapting to the situation, but Blizzard is going to be your friend here in this room as well. Fell down. Blizzard. And then I like to focus the barrels. Also, make sure you don't bonk Goofy when you're throwing the barrel. That'll break the barrel, and then that's just sort of a problem. But yeah, so for this last little slab here, if you will, it's actually super important. Something I've started to do, and I've noticed a lot of success, is I lock onto the barrels and I use my blizzards, and then 9 times out of 10 the yellow operas will also die. The reason you want to make sure that you kill the barrels, otherwise they might explode, and then they'll explode and break this barrel, which you're gonna need, because as you saw, I pick it up and then throw it over here. And I jump up, grab this ledge, open this chest for puppies. No, front page. That movement is very specific as well. You want to make sure that you're mashing triangle at the end there. And right here, jump onto this barrel, jump up, and that's all the hard stuff done. I've had to do an insane amount of practice to get all of that down to the quality that I want it to be. So if that takes you a while, don't worry about it. It is really tricky. Just make sure that you grab all the chests, because otherwise your run will be very slow. Or if you forget the puppies or the torn page, it will be impossible to complete. So make sure you do that. This is Parasite Cage. This is the same as before. Or same as any percent, rather. Air combos. And that's the fight. So yeah, nothing too crazy left in Monstro. But towards the end, there's going to be some things that are specific to all worlds, so I will be going over the rest of this. But if you did want to skip towards the end, it's like, you know, like the little play bar, or like the thing in like the bottom of the YouTube, yeah, the play bar. If you like hover over and then you see me in Agrabah, that's when you're gonna want to tune back in. But we're gonna do a menu here. The way I do this menu, I don't know how many other people do it this way, if at all. So normally what people do is they'll equip high jump. Here, we'll do it like this. They'll equip high jump, and they'll equip these 3 bottom abilities. You don't need them for Parasite Cage 2. So what I like to do personally is I'm going to wait to equip all of these abilities in Halloween Town, because then I'll also be able to equip the Air Combo Plus that we're going to get right after this fight. So yeah, if you want, you can equip these 3 for Parasite Cage 2. You don't have to. So the way I do it, I just equip high jump, and I equip 3 wishes. Alright. And then we're just going to roll over. Unfortunately, we cannot do the Zetrus jump on 60 FPS versions. I wonder how many runners don't know what I'm talking about now when I say Zetrus jump. I could explain what it is, but I think gatekeeping is a little bit funny. This is Parasite Cage 2, the exact same as any percent. Try to get this air combo off quickly, because then you can actually stagger him before he does that little lunge attack. Alright, and then there is something you can do here. I sort of struggle to do it. I'm going to try to do it here, but if you get well to the left or to the right of Parasite Cage while still hitting this orb, you can actually do full air combos here. I don't really mess with it, because I sort of struggle to do it, and I don't think it saves that much time. But that is something to note. I'm going to try to do it here to sort of show it off. Yeah, just like that. If you want, that's an option. But yeah, that's Parasite Cage 2. Alright, we're going to skip this cutscene, mash through some text. And then this is what I was mentioning earlier. The end of kind of technically Monstro. I'm going to say the end of this video. Or some things, some movement that is specific to all worlds. Because we're going to go back to Agrabah real quick to pick up a few chests. And then in Monstro, when we go back into Monstro to get water gleam, we're going to grab one more chest in there as well. Alright, smash through this text. Alright, right here. Warp into the bottom option of Agrabah. This will be the save point that you touched earlier after Tiger Head. Go up this waterfall. Swim over here, and then we're going to jump. We're going to go up there. What I like to do is I like to sort of aim for the right side, because I've had issues grabbing the left side of this ledge, like that. So make sure you're aiming for the right side of the... Make sure you're aiming for the right side of the ledge. Interact with this statue. And then jump across. If you do that Keyblade, swing right, and if you jump long enough and high enough, you won't land in the water. And in those two chests, we got a Haste 2 Gummy, as well as more puppies. So we get our Flare G and our Haste 2 very early in this run, which is going to make the Gummy missions a lot faster. Alright, we're going to warp out. And then I just added the the Gummy ship right here. Right, we're going to go down. Just like that. And now we're going to go back into Monstro, because we do need to grab the water gleam, as well as one set of puppies, which I will be showing where those are. Alright, we're just going to jump up here to get the water gleam. And then we're going to go get that chest right across from us. So we're just going to jump down, jump across, swing the Keyblade. Open that chest for puppies. And then... Alright, no. I'm not going to let that slide. What was it, like right here? Yeah. Just to show off how this is actually supposed to be done. Alright, well, you don't have to grab the ledge there. That jump sucked. But yeah, do make sure you grab that chest for the puppies. And then that is Monstro plus Agrabah, kind of. In the next video, we're going to be going over Halloween Town.